Now we have reaction from Cleveland and all over the world, in fact, including words from a former president. Emma Henderson tells us about it.
The news of Jim Brown's death has people collecting in front of his statue right outside Brown Stadium.
He left a legacy, man. Big shoes to fill. Hopefully, guys can kind of take this energy and run with it,
Warren Lamberson Jr. and his son were already on their way to the pro shop when they heard the news. They decided to honor the legendary player with 2 new Jim Brown jerseys and a trip to pay their respects at his statue.
Me being somebody from the east side of Cleveland and seeing what he stood for on racial justice, his work in the community, it really just makes you appreciate what he did. And then on the field, by far the best Browns player, probably one of arguably the best football players of all time.
Even public officials and other major league sports teams took a second to remember Brown, with the Guardians tweeting this photo with the message, "We stand with Cleveland in honoring a Browns football legend and community activist, Jim Brown." The Cavaliers calling him a true sports icon in the city of Cleveland. And even former President Barack Obama chiming in, saying his thoughts are with Brown's family. Here's what Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb had to say.
One of the greatest, probably the greatest football player in NFL history. Also an amazing lacrosse player at Syracuse as well, too. And so he had such a huge impact on myself, my dad, who was a big Browns fan. I know he'll be missed.
In Cleveland, Emma Henderson, 3 News.
And as the world remembers Jim Brown, it would be irresponsible not to acknowledge a part of his controversial legacy off the field, which included charges of domestic and sexual abuse spanning almost 40 years. He addressed these cases several times with reporters over the decades. And in a 2002 interview with Sports Illustrated, he said, quote, "So do I have a problem with women? No, I have had anger, and I'll probably continue to have anger. I just have to not strike out at anyone ever again," end quote.